With roster cuts approaching, all 32 NFL clubs will release dozens of players into the proverbial void. While some will return on a practice squad basis, many others will hit the open market and find new homes. The Pittsburgh Steelers process is just as difficult as that of any team. Near the end of the preseason, there's already a solid idea of some potential cut candidates around the league. One of them, New England Patriots wide receiver Jalen Polk, reportedly piques the interest of Pittsburgh general manager Omar Khan. Update: per report from Jordan Schultz, Polk will miss the entire 2025 season following surgery to repair a shoulder injury. The original article, in its entirety, resumes below. Steelers have reportedly done homework on Patriots Wr Jalen Polk. According to an August 19th report from Andrew Filipponi of 93.7 The Fan, the Steelers have done some homework on the Polk situation. Source: Steelers have done some homework on Patriots Wr Jalen Polk. Filipponi's tweet read, "He's likely to get cut in any." He was the 37th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. An intriguing player to trade a 7th rounder for or claim off waivers. Stay tuned. Source: Steelers have done some homework on Patriots Wr Jalen Polk. He's likely to get cut in any. He was the 37th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft. An intriguing player to trade a 7th rounder for or claim off waivers. Stay tuned. Polk, still just 23 years old, generated plenty of buzz entering year one in the NFL thanks to a stellar close to his collegiate career. In 2023-24 with Washington, he recorded 69 receptions for 1,159 yards and 9 touchdowns. That led to New England picking him early in the second round of last year's draft. It's safe to say Polk didn't make the impression many had hoped for in Foxborough, though. In 15 games, he converted on just 12 of his 33 targets for 87 yards and 2 touchdowns. The former Huskies standout played 436 snaps on offense but failed to cash in on his upside. Advanced stats don't help Polk's case whatsoever. According to Pro Football Focus, 115 wide receivers logged at least 30 targets last season. Unfortunately for Polk, he ranked dead last in overall offense grade, 43.1, and receiving grade, 45.4. A high drop rate, 14.3%, and low contested catch rate, 23.1%, marked an even worse reflection of his debut campaign. Arm and shoulder injuries have plagued him early on. Despite all of that, Polk remains interesting. It's easy to give young players some grace. Not only that, but he's a high-level athlete with plus size, 6'1", 203 pounds, and explosiveness, 37.5-inch vertical jump. Breaking down Pittsburgh's wide-out room with preseason coming to a close. In the event Polk gets cut, he'd go through the waiver system and presumably have plenty of suitors. Given his draft status and how recently that occurred, it's hard to envision the entire football world already being out on him. Coming off a 10-7 season, the Steelers would have to wait a bit on the wire in terms of order. One way to circumvent that is executing a trade for Polk if the Patriots are indeed waiving him anyway. Is that necessary? The beauty of Pittsburgh's wide-out room is in the eye of the beholder. At the top, there's little questioning that DK Metcalf is the best receiver on the roster. With that said, there is questioning whether he's a true number one option at the highest level. Behind him, the team is banking on one or both of Calvin Austin III and Roman Wilson to develop as young pieces. Wilson is standing out to quarterback Aaron Rodgers and head coach Mike Tomlin this preseason. Neither of the three veterans in the room, Scotty Miller, Robert Woods, or Ben Skowronek, should prevent the team from bringing in young pieces with upside. That undoubtedly comes at a cost, but it's something smart teams do even if the moves don't pan out. This is a top-heavy unit that could benefit from another long-term option to look forward to. The short answer is, well, yes. The Steelers would likely be wise to continue doing their homework on Polk. The more complicated answer, as the franchise knows all too well, is there are plenty of moving pieces here. Could the Pittsburgh Steelers look to add someone to the roster before their Week 1 game against the New York Jets? Moreover, could that player be someone of significance? In a chat with Bob Labriola of Steelers.com, Tomlin would not rule out the Steelers landing someone of significance, if the right opportunity came along. You never say never. As I mentioned, somebody could call with a high level of urgency and change those plans. And so I just learned through experience over the years to take things as they come. We've certainly had an active offseason, but all of these opportunities kind of came at us individually. I don't know that you could characterize it as a collective agenda. We were fortunate to get some of these things done and acquire some top-notch players. And I'm open to that continuing, if it presents itself, and it presents itself in an appropriate way, Tomlin said. The likeliest position the Steelers could make a splash, wide receiver, would be the one spot that could make a lot of sense. The team hosted wide receiver Gabe Davis for a visit earlier this week. Roman Wilson has stepped up in a meaningful way for the Steelers, but the team has explored bigger-bodied wide receivers on the outside throughout the offseason. After the Steelers traded George Pickens, they still have not seen someone truly come along and replace Woody Cowell. The arrival of future Hall of Fame quarterback Aaron Rodgers has given the Pittsburgh Steelers hope that they can build on what they did last season when they went 10-7 and made the NFL playoffs for the fourth time in 5 years. But Rodgers is 41 years of age, and his retirement is inevitable. He's no more than a stopgap solution to the quarterback woes the Steelers have had ever since Ben Roethlisberger retired following the 2021 season. Indianapolis Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson is rumored to be on the trading block after Daniel Jones was named the team's QB1. While he didn't exactly do well during his first 2 seasons in the NFL, many still believe he has untapped potential. Sanjesh Singh of NBC4 Los Angeles feels the Steelers would be an excellent fit for Richardson. The teams that make the most sense for Richardson are either ones that have veteran quarterbacks who don't move the needle for a playoff push, or ones that don't have a cornerstone locked down, Singh wrote. The Steelers are led by Aaron Rodgers, who will be 42 years old in December. His backup is Mason Rudolph. Pittsburgh usually gets into the back end of the playoffs under Mike Tomlin, but a future QB1 is necessary. Richardson showed some intriguing potential as a dual-threat quarterback while at the University of Florida. His stock rose considerably during the 2023 NFL Scouting Combine, and he was the number 4 overall pick by the Colts. But his first 2 seasons in the league have been very rocky, for multiple reasons. He has thrown for a total of 2,391 yards and 11 touchdowns while also recording 13 interceptions. Due to multiple injuries, he has played in just 15 of a possible 34 games. Some feel that if the 23-year-old goes to another team that has the right players around him and the right coaching staff, he could blossom into someone worthy of being a long-term starter.